Welcome once again to this channel. My name is Beatrice Cheriot. I'm going to take you through 10 essential safety measures in schools. If you have not had a chance to listen to the previous YouTube channels on safety in the homes, please, I urge you to go back, listen to it, and be able to learn about the home. And today we are talking about safety in our schools, and I urge you to subscribe so you don't miss out on these presentations, and make sure that you click the notification bell so that you don't and when I upload this, you are able to receive, so that we all learn together. Here we talk about things that help us to grow in our workplace, in our families, in our lives, safety measures, health measures, motivation, and all that. Thank you so much for being a part of this family. Thank you for watching, and I enjoy that. Be with me until the end of this presentation. Now, safety measures in schools requires procedures designed to ensure that the well-being of the security of the students, the teachers, and the rest of the staff. Remember the other staffs, the chefs, the cooks, the watchmen, and all that. Safety of these people, it may vary from location to location and regulations. There are countries where even guns are a threat, and you find that safety measures are to be put in place concerning that. And the areas where security is an issue, or safety, and all that. So each place, they are depending on the facility or the location. You want to check at your protocols. You want to do an assessment to make sure that you're looking at safety in the schools. Also, even the age of the children, the school items, the type of school. Is it a boarding? Is it a day school? So you want to look at all that, do a risk assessment, find out what is it that you can put in place, measures that you can put in place. And today we are talking about 10 essential safety measures. One of them is a security personnel and control access. You want to have trained personnel, so you check out, do you have trained personnel or resource officers who can monitor the premise, who can control access to certain areas. Remember, there are certain areas you don't want the rest of the public to get in, who can steal the items, safety of the student, can access the students. So you want to look at that. The next one is on emergency response plans. Do you have protocols set in place in case of an emergency, natural disasters, lockdowns, medical emergencies? Emergencies are emerging from the sports that they do, like swimming, and all that. So you want, and the other games that the children participate in. So, and these plans need to be regularly reviewed. These drills need to be done on a regular basis on the same, and communicated to all, so there is awareness, even to the parents. The parents and guardians are aware about this. Third one, in surveillance systems, you want to look at installation of cameras to be able to help you monitor, to deter potential threats, and to keep the environment safe. The fourth one is safe entry and exit procedures. There should be a way of safe entering the facility, and exiting the facility. Try as much as possible to avoid mixing the two, so that in case of an exit and others coming in, they collide and all that. So you want to minimize risk of unauthorized access. Man the exits and the entry exits, entry points and the exit points. Fifth one is bullying prevention and intervention. These children have come from maybe a protected home environment, and now they are in school. They are now among themselves, and some come with their own characters and behaviors. But in the facility, you must implement programs to address bullying and prevent bullying from taking place. We have had cases even of where the bullying can be so excess that we lose the life of a child, or even cause mental distress, or even a child escaping or running away from school, and the parents do not know. Foster a safe and inclusive environment where the children feel safe. Train staff on the same, the awareness campaigns and reporting mechanisms, which sometimes you can be anonymous, and this makes you get the information that something is happening. You can prevent an issue from escalating or getting worse. The sixth one is on health and sanitation, regularly cleaning, disinfection of our facilities, making the environment clean, waste collection, clean environment, including the classrooms, the offices, and that environment. Use of the PPEs, or personal protective equipment, such things like masks and gloves. Remember, with the COVID-19 pandemic, we learned about the enforcement of use of face masks to prevent spread of respiratory diseases, and even isolation procedures that were put in place. So in this situation, if it warrants isolation, a situation warrants isolation, again, you are able to implement. You have allocated place for that. And again, those are things that you can put in measures in place. The seventh one is mental health support. Again, we mentioned that sometimes in the stressing environment, coping with stress, or it's a learning institution, you want to recognize the importance of mental health, provide access to counselors and mental health professionals who can counsel, who can come in place in case of such issue. They'll also help to create awareness, promote well-being of activities that can reduce the stress or maintain mental health of the children or the students, and implement anti-stigma initiatives to support students' emotional and psychological well-being. The eighth one is safety training skills. This is very important. Regularly conduct drills on to combat fire, combat natural disasters like earthquake, and even sport incidences like swimming, like cuts and braces, how to manage first aid, the life-saving techniques that the students and the staff can be aware of, and they need to learn about them. And you can make them regular. You can have continuous trainings that happen on this. Even as a new staff come on board, they are aware of this. Make it policies in place that will help, and protocols in place of the facility. The ninth one is risk assessment and prevention. You want to regularly do a check on your environment, the classrooms, the ground, and identify potential hazards and take measures to minimize risks. Evaluate physical infrastructure, equipment, and activities that happen within the facility, the school premises, and look at ways to prevent hazards or incidences, injuries, to make the environment safe. The tenth one is communication and parent involvement. Again, you don't want to operate in isolation. You need the cooperation of the parents and the guardians. Make them aware of the measures you're putting in place. Let them contribute. Let them participate in the committees that are happening in the school, and they'll also give their input, and it will also make sure compliance is there. Even the students will be more cooperative because also the parents are aware. Call them for meetings so that they give their input and support too. In summary, as we have talked about the various measures, safety measures can vary between different education institution and region. Schools typically work in conjunction with the local authorities, the experts. Like, for example, there's a public health department that deals with sanitation. There is the education department that looks at the education, and the county, the regional regulations on building safety. And all this can help you to update the protocols. You can get the much help and resources that you need, and this will help keep the environment safe. Remember, this all for the safety of the children, the staff, and the teachers and the students, and the other staff that use the facility. And I believe that if we practice this, even on a nutshell, we'll be able to make sure our environment is safe. We'll be able to make sure that our children are safe, and the learning environment is safe for all of them. Thank you so much. I believe that you've had a chance to learn about the schools. Even if you are a parent or a guardian, you know these are things that should happen in the school. Be concerned when you go for the meetings so that you are able to inquire about this. Don't just leave it to the school management to manage this. You have a right to inquire about this, that the children are safe wherever they are, the environment that they are in. And remember to watch the previous videos on the home also, so that we prepare our home, make it safe as we prepare our environment at the school. And the next one, we will talk about the workplace. So keep it here, and thank you so much, and God bless you.